Hi there, I'm Teresa Renaud, President of Outsourced Sales Management Services, and this is Fractional Service Insights, weekly updates designed to negate the diseconomy of scale that plagues all small business owners. Finding and creating your team of fractional experts, I should say, is the new competitive weapon. Joining me today is Jim Muehlhaussen, three-time book author, The 51 Fatal Business Errors and How to Avoid Them, Business Models for Dummies, and we'll give you the surprise title for the one that's launching currently and will be available in the taking orders for January. Anyway, he's also a serial entrepreneur and currently the president of three companies: CEO Focus, F Retire, and SalesQB, which is the topic of our discussion today. Jim, thank you so much for joining me. Take a minute to give our audience the backstory on why you created SalesQB and what is it? What kind of an organization is it and why is it valuable?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So in my CEO Focus travels, I have met literally tens of thousands of business owners traveling and starting groups in about 30 markets across North America, and started to see this problem that we call a diseconomy of scale in the sales department. And it played out usually in five ways. What we call the inmates running the asylum. No one's managing these five salespeople. They hired an underskilled salesperson for 60 or 70 grand. Let me give you the short version: save your money. It usually makes it worse, not better. They would try, okay, fine, I give up. This cheap person didn't work. Let me hire an expensive person. So they go pay 250 grand. But then you go, oh, shoot, there's only 4 salespeople. This isn't worth that much of an investment. Or the business owner says, oh, no, I'm a good salesperson. I'll be the sales manager. Well, I'll tell you what, never met a business owner that woke up in the morning and said, you know what I want to do today? Play sales manager. Never happens. It's not the highest and best use of the business owner. They should be CEOing, not filling a role as a sales manager. It's a job they shouldn't be doing, and they can do better than that anyway. Or the worst of all, the coup de grace. Let me promote my great salesperson to bad sales manager. And I'll tell you how that one ends half the time. They quit. You lose your good salesperson because you promoted them to something that they probably shouldn't be doing. So please, if nothing else from this, don't do that. But so what happened was 15 years ago, we kind of toyed around within CEO Focus of creating a product for this. We lovingly called it Part-Time Sales Manager, and it didn't have all of the aspects that we have put together formally in SalesQB. We started doing that a few years ago and really started formalizing these things that we've been doing for 15 years. But we've been benefiting business owners in this way. And 15 years ago, fractionalization wasn't what it is today.
Right.
There wasn't this army of people ready to help small and mid-sized business owners in a part-time or fractional basis.
Yeah, exactly. So what exactly does a SalesQB do?
Well, what a SalesQB does is really what that $250,000 sales manager would do. They're going to go in, and we have a 6-step process that we follow. And we always start with the premise that good process makes every salesperson better, whether it's someone you haven't even hired yet, whether it's your rock star, or someone who maybe is a C- player. We can turn that person into a B. We may not be able to turn them into an A, but that is a lot cheaper than other methodologies. It works all the time, and it's something that the business owner owns, which usually is a high point of receptivity. Oh, you mean they can't hold me hostage anymore? I own the system. They're just tools to make it work. You have that in your factory. You have that in your office where you have a system and the people are cogs in that machine. You now move it over into sales, and all of a sudden everybody's held hostage by their sales team.
You're so right, Jim. Obviously, I am a SalesQBer and delighted to be a part of the extended national team that you've put together as licensees. And you're absolutely spot on. Business owners, if they've been managing the team themselves for a while, don't have any kind of an operational process in place, and the inmates most likely still are running the asylum. So having somebody to come in part-time who's an expert to be able to work the methodology that you've put in place that was specifically designed for small business revenue growth is an amazing small business play from a fractional service perspective. I know these are short segments, and you and I could go on for quite a while. I want to put in 2 quick plugs. Number one, For those small business owners that are doing end of the year planning and you're tired with your existing sales management, give SalesQB a try. Give us a call. For those of you that are sales management type experts in your field and you're looking to do something different, Jim would be more than happy to have a discussion with you and potentially add you to our team. And Jim, what is the title of your new book?
Half retire. Half retire. Keep your income, ditch the stress.
Awesome. So in conclusion, and back to SalesQB, I just didn't want to forget about your half retire book. What in parting would you like to leave the audience with?
Well, I think a couple of things. Number one, everybody has what I'll call a hole in their boat in the sales process, right? My organization, your organization, there's leakage. We're not closing every deal that we could. And you think about all the work, you put together a team, you build a great product, you show up every day and try hard. And now we're losing deals that we deserve to get. And some of that is team related, some of that is process related, but some of that is management related. And if you are operating with an underperforming sales management function, you are losing money. It's why we created SalesQB. We wanted to create something that was affordable, provided the talent level necessary. You know, we have a saying around here, you can put a bad hitter in the batter's box 1,000 times and they still can't hit a curveball. And that's what you cannot do in sales management, okay? You can't put someone that can't hit a curveball in as your sales manager and expect them to go retrieve that money that is going through the hole in the boat. It takes a skilled pro to do that. And I'm proud of the team that we put together here because they all have the capability to help any business refine their process. You know, people will say, well, what do you know about the milking equipment business or the paving business or the roofing business or the law business or any of the verticals we serve? And the answer is absolutely nothing. But what we do know is how to figure out a sales process that will radically improve sales for any type of organization, because that's 80% the same whether you sell asphalt or legal services.
Right. You're so right. Thank you again. This has been Jim Muehlhausen, serial entrepreneur, multiple book author, focused on SalesQB as a fractional service offering for small business owners. Jim, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.